Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Techie Code Buddy. I hope you are learning extremely well and your Accenture placement preparation is also going well. Well guys, first of all, if you are new to this channel or haven't subscribed this channel till now, then do consider subscribing this channel because this channel is really going to be very helpful for you during your placement session. Right, so as you can see there on my channel, there are multiple videos related to hiring, related to Accenture content only, Accenture technical assessment, communication round, complete Accenture paper I have solved, and Accenture exam questions. All the questions are actual. Various types of cheat sheet I have shared, and you won't believe that there are 80 plus video, approx 80 videos there are related to Accenture only. In this playlist, you can see here, right? So there are approximately 80 videos, and all are freely available and definitely going to be very helpful for you in your Accenture journey. Right, so let's start with the questions now. In today's video, as you can see from the thumbnail or from here itself, that we will be solving the questions from August exam slot. So I have taken the questions from recent August slots, right? So some questions someone sent me, some questions someone sent me. So I have bunched up all the questions, and these questions are from different slots, but all are recent. So let's start with the questions now. All right. So first we will be solving the questions from cognitive ability, then we will moving on to verbal ability. In the next video, I will come with 50 plus questions from network and cloud security only. All right. So let's start with the question now. Just a minute. I think, is it visible to you? Yes, it's visible. Let me shift it. All right. So okay. So we have seven boys, and seven boys, namely L, M, N, S, P, Q, and R, standing in a row facing north, not necessarily in the same order. So what we have? We have seven boys, right? So we will mark here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all the boys are facing in north direction only. That means like this. All right. Now there are some statements given, and we need to find out the answer. So the very first statement is two boys are standing between L and M. Okay, so I'm writing here that between L and M there are two boys. Right. The next would be two boys are standing between S and M. So if M is sitting here, so S must be sitting here because we need to put two y's here in between M and S, right? The next possibility is P is, sorry, the next statement is P is standing second to the right of Q. So P is standing second to the right of Q. So now let's check how many places we have covered, as we have only seven places, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now P is standing second to the right of Q. So if I fix Q here, just in rough example, if I fix Q here, so P is standing second to the right of Q. So second would be 1, 2. In this direction means in right direction. So P should come here, right? But already here M is sitting, so Q cannot be sit here, right? Now if I put my Q here, so in next second place, in second right, P should sit means 1, 2. So P can sit here, right? Now, how many people are sitting? Sorry, how many people are standing between N and R? So, as in these statements, there is no relation or there is no any talk about N and R places. So, we can say, let me shift them here so that it will be clear to you, right? Now this is the arrangement. Now in the statements only, there is no talking about N and R. So maybe N will come here or R will come here, right? On the vacant place, they will sit only, or there is one more possibility that R will come here and N will come here, right? Both are the possibilities and both are correct because there is no any relation given about N and R positions. All right. Now, how many people are standing between N and R? So, if N and R are here, so 1, 2, 3. So, three people are here in between of N and R or R and N. So, three people will be the correct answer for this particular question. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question now. So, the next question is mark the odd one out from the given option. So these are the options. So in very first side, what we see that every digit or every number consists of even and odd, even and odd, right? Even and odd. But here, all are odd only. But wait, this is not the proper logic. The logic behind this is 72, 24, right? This is nothing but 24 multiplied by 3 will become 72. If we come on here, so 33 into, sorry, 33, 11. So 11 into 3 will be get 33, right? So this is following the same pattern. Again, if we see 96, 32. So 32 into 3 will be 96. So this is the pattern that if we have the digit here, like so, it is multiplied by 3. So here if we see, if we apply the same pattern here, so 78 into 3 ja will be more than 82, right? So B option is not following the pattern that others are following. So option number B will be the correct answer for this particular question. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. Number series question is really very important for your Accenture exam. Seating arrangement questions are really very important for Accenture exam. All right, so this is the series, right? Consider this one series that is written with the handwriting. This series is kind of mistyped, right? Now, let's identify the pattern and we need to find out the missing term in it. So here, at the place of question mark, what digit should come among these options? Okay. So if we try to find out the pattern, so I can see that 19 into 32, right? Sorry, 19 into 2 will be 38. All right. So the next pattern should come here. So like 38 into 2 will become 76. But I'm not sure about already 76 is present in option. It is correct. But I'm not sure about by seeing just one pattern, right? So I need to check for another pattern as well. So the next pattern I can see here is that if I take the difference of 62 and 53, so I got the difference is 9, right? And if I take the difference of 53 and 35, I'm doing nothing but I'm just checking the alternative digits, right? So 53 and 35 difference will be 18. And 18 is nothing but 9 to the 18. So the pattern is same only that alternatively we need to multiply by 2. So at this place, if I check, so again, if I take the difference of the next digit, so we don't have next digit after 152. So what we will do, we have find out the pattern that yes, our series is following the same pattern in alternative way that it is multiplying by 2. So 38 into 2 will become 76 and 76 will be the answer. Now for checking this answer, whether it is correct or not, what I will do, if 76 will come here, so it should follow the same pattern further as well. So I will try 76 into 2. So what it will become 152 and 152 we are getting here same. Right. So yes, it is the correct pattern we have identified and option number D will be the correct answer for this particular question. I hope it is clear to you. So let's move on to the next question. The next question is from coding to coding. Again, a very important topic for Accenture preparation. Right. So if laptop is coded as laptop M V Q U P Q. Right. If laptop is coded as this, so how mobile will be coded? Okay. So we can directly see the pattern that L M A B P Q T U O P P Q, right? This is nothing but +1 +1 +1 every time. So the same pattern will apply here that M N O P V C I J L M E F, right? N P C J M F. So N P C J M F will be the correct answer. Option number D will be the right answer for that. All right, so let's move on to the next question. The next question is from abstract reasoning. Right, so there is a problem figure. We need to identify what should come here at this question mark. Right, so first of all, what we will do, rather than going into confusion, I will just pick one figure. So as of now, I'm taking this figure that is kind of half moon, right? That is kind of half moon. So if I see the pattern of this half moon in the next figure, so what I found is that this half moon has jumped to the next block because this is now here, has jumped to the next block and also it has rotated by 90 degree, right? First it is like this, right? Then in the next block it has moved like this, so it is rotated with 90 degree. Now if I see in the next block, So in the next figure, it is again jumped by one block and again rotated by 90 degree. So again it should follow the same pattern. So it should now come in this block. In the next figure, it should now come on this block and should be rotated by 90 degrees. So if it would be rotated by 90 degrees, this one will rotated by 90 degrees. So what it should become now? This type. So we will look for this figure whether we have options or not. So in these two options only we have this half moon in the third block, right? But we are looking for this figure, right? So only in third we have this figure, and obviously it will be the correct answer for this particular question. So by just picking one figure you can easily answer, right? Most of the times just one or two figure will be enough for giving the answers for the particular question. All right, so the option will be third. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is, if in a certain language pulses PULSES is coded as T F T M V Q. So apricot will be coded as what? Apricot. Apricot is usually it's a fruit, right? Okay. So maybe you have identified the pattern because the pattern is so simple that PQ. It is just diagonal incrementation. ST. UVEF, LMST. Just diagonal incrementation pattern is that. Now ABTU. Right. So the answer will start from U. If we see in the option, only one option has the option that is starting from U. So we can easily mark out our answer and it will not waste our time in finding the complete sequence, right? So we can directly mark our answer. But if you want to find out the complete answer, you can do so by following the same pattern, that is diagonal incrementation. But I will not solve because it will just waste of time. We have already find out our answer. I am here to help you by telling you shortcut tricks as well. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. Yes, one more thing you guys face in while solving coding and decoding problem, that you are not able to remember the position number of the alphabetical letters, right? So we all know that in alphabet we have 26 letters, A to Z, right? So I will tell you some shortcut tricks so that you can remember their position, and it will be super easy for you now to solve the coding decoding problem. So we all know the pattern of A, B, C, D, E. Till E, we all know, we all can easily remember that A comes on 1, B comes on 2, C comes on 3, D comes on 4th, and E comes on 5. Right. Now you have to remember a word, EJOT. Right. Sorry, it should be J. EJOT. Now E comes on 5th place, J comes on 10th place, O comes on 15th place, T comes on 20th place, Y comes on 25th place. So just the difference of 5, 5, 5, and these are their position number 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Remember? Now, if we talk about F, so F, so you have to remember it like fix 6. That means F comes on 6. Fix is starting from F. That means F comes on 6th position. 6th position, right? Now, the next should be F, then G. Right? So, G comes on 7, and how you can remember that here it is 7. In G itself, it has its number. It has position number. So, G comes on 7th position, right? H. H comes on 8. How? Because if we are writing H, so we can make 8. Right? We can make 8. So you can easily remember that H comes on 8th position. Now I. I is like this. So easily we can make I 9. It is small I. Right? Small I. So you can easily remember that I comes on 9th place. Now J 10th. We have remembered from here only. Now 11. So Kings 11 Punjab. It's a cricket team, I guess. So Kings 11. So K. It's starting from the Kings. So starting from K 11. That means K comes on 11th position, right? Now loin. Sorry, L. L comes on 12th position. How you can remember that L means lion. And when you see line, you will got in fear. That means your face like आपकी शकल पे 12 बज जाना. It's kind of Hindi proverb राइट, कि शकल पर 12 बज जाना, बहुत ज्यादा डर जाना, राइट. सो काइंड ऑफ शकल पर 12 बज जाना, 12 बज जाना मीन्स L means line, so you can remember that L 12. All right. Now M stands for 13. How you can remember? There is a movie in Hindi, right? Bollywood movie, मैं तेरा हीरो. So मैं तेरा हीरो, मैं तेरा 13, right? मैं तेरा M 13, right? The next you can easily remember N 14. After M, you can easily remember N, so it would be on 14. For 15, this is the code O15 EJOT. You have remembered already. Now for P, P comes from 16. How you can remember? When girls are in the age of 16, they usually want to treat as a princess, right? So P for princess. And at the age of 16, at the age of 16, all the girls wants to be treated as princess. So you, this is how you can remember this thing, right? And when they comes in the age of 17, so they wants to treat it as queen, right? So this is how you can remember that at the age of 17, all the girls wants to be treated as queen. All right. Now for R, you just adjust that R comes on 18. Now you can remember. Now for S, right? For S, you can remember 19 by taking that T comes on 20. So before T, what comes? S. So it will come on 19. See, for every letter, there is like there is no shortcut trick, but most of them have the shortcut trick so that you can remember. Now, if we talk about we have done with till 20 we have done. Now 21, right? U 21. How you will remember that U comes after 2 or after T. So T comes on 20. So after T that means 21. So U comes on 21. Now for 22, B comes on 22. So B for victory. B for victory. Right. So whenever you face a victory, you show this sign. Right. B. This sign. So this is 2. Nothing but 2. So 2 times 2 is 22. That means victory. B for victory. 22. All right. Now W. It comes on 23rd. So you should not work for 24 hours. Instead, what you can do is you can work till 23 hours. So W comes on 23. Work starting from W. So you can remember that you should not work for 24 hours. Instead, you can work for 23 hours. Right? This is how you can remember. Now for X, right? For X, 24. So probably in your college you must be having X, right? So X always like in our mind, and so X की याद हमेशा आती है, 24 घंटे याद आती है. So like that you can remember it. It's just a lame joke I'm telling you. Anyways, Y. Y comes on 25th. Here you can see that Y comes on 25th, right? Z, you always know that Z comes on 26th. So this is how you can remember all these positions. I hope all the tricks are clear to you. Okay, let's move on to the next now. Next question. Okay, so find the missing number in this series. So there is a series 15, 16, 31, 94, 375, 1876, and the next term. Okay. So if we see that this series is not growing initially so fast, but after that it is growing so fast, right? So what I can say is that this 16 is nothing but just a one time of 15, right? 15 into 1 is 15, right? So 16 is approximately one time of 15, right? Now this 31 is approximately two times of 16. 16 to 32. So it's quite, it's approximately 32, na? Just one less, okay? So it's quite the two times of 16. Then 94 is quite 3 times of 30 because 33 is 90. So 94 is just approximately 90, right? So we can see that it's kind of pattern into 1, into 2, into 3, into 4, into 5, etc. Right? Now let's try to find out the exact pattern what it is there. All right. So if I take 15 into 1 plus 1, so what I will get? 16, right? Now after taking 16, so it's kind of 2 times of this, right? So I will multiply with 2 minus 1, it will become 31. Then in the next, it is kind of 3 times. So what I will do? 31 into 3, so it will become 33. So it is sorry, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are just a minute. Okay, sorry. It is 93. All right. Sorry for the confusion. It is 93 and we have 94. So we will just add 1. Then in the next, it's kind of 4 time of this. So what I will do, 93 into 4. What it will become? 4 3s are 12, carry 1. 4 9s are 36 plus 1 will be 37. Right. But what it is here? 75 and we have 2. So what I will add, I will, just a minute, let me check it again. Yes, it is okay. Now, what we have, I guess it's wrong typed or something like that. Let me, sorry. So there is a quite confusion that we have 94 now. So once we multiply with this, we got 93 plus 1 will become 94. Right. And in next we have 94. So we need to multiply by 94 into 4. Right. Minus 1. So it will become this one 375. So just a minute. Let me do it again. Let me repeat this. By mistake, I take the wrong digit and that's why it happened. Anyways, 94 into 4. So what we will get? 4 4 is 16. Carry 1. 4 9 is 36. 36 plus 1 will be 30. Sorry, 37. All right. So we got 376, but here we have 375. So just minus 1. So we will get 375. So are you able to find out the pattern that every time was just we are doing multiply by 1, multiply by 2, multiply by 3, multiply by 4, and every time plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, minus 1 on the alternative basis. Right. Now, so the next should be as we got 375. Right. So this time what we will do 375 into 5 plus 1 because alternatively it is following the plus 1 minus 1 pattern. So what we will get? This is how we will get 1876. Now in the next time, let me write it here 1876 into 6 minus 1. So what we will get? We will get 112 5 6 minus 1. So we will get 11255, right? And 11255 will be the correct answer for this particular question. So the pattern was just simple. Every time we need to multiply by 1, 2, 3, and every time we need to add 1, minus 1, add 1, minus 1 alternatively. Right, let's move on to the next question now. So the next question is from statement and conclusion or syllogism, right? So we have statements, and while solving syllogism questions, you don't have to use your own mind. Whatever is written in the statement, you just take as a universal truth, and you have to draw the Venn diagram according to this only, right? Whatever is the relation given, you just need to consider that from your side. You don't need to do anything. All right. So the statement is some belts are relays. So these are the belts. These are the relays. So what the statement is saying, some belts are relays. So these belts that I'm highlighting, these belts are relays as well. So my statement is done here. I have drawn till now. Now, all belts are switches. So this is the belt portion. So all belts are switches. So I will make like this, that all belts are switches. Okay. Now we have done with this as well. Now conclusions. No relays are switches. That means no any relay can be switched, right? No any relay is switched. But from here we can see that this relay, this part of the relay is switched as well because switch is here till here, right? The boundary of switch is till here, but relay is here as well. And conclusion is saying that no relay are switches, but we can clearly see that no, these much relays are switch as well. So this conclusion is not following, right? The next conclusion is some switches are belts. So we can see that these switches are belts, right? These switches are belts. So this one will follow. So only second follow will be the correct answer for this particular question. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is again from reasoning, abstract reasoning. So again, let's try to find out the pattern. So in the very first side, what I found is that the left panel of this figure, each figure is dark, right? It contains the dark figure. So in next as well, in the next figure as well, this side will be dark. Okay. Now, if we try to find out the pattern, so what I will check is this star is here. In the next block, this star jump up to the next block and this will be dark. Right. Now, if we see that this block, this shape is now jumped to this, right, this side, and now getting darker. So in the next figure, what should it do? That this is square, right, this is kind of a square only in kite shape square, right? So this square should jump to the next, so it should jump to the next and it should be in the dark color. So let's find out the figure that whether in our option we have this kind of figure or not. So if we see that in these options only we have left side dark, right? Among these as well, just we have this dark figure which has a square in dark, right? Are you able to find out the pattern? So this will be the correct answer. Option number B will be the right answer. We don't need to check for further as well because these options will directly be eliminated because in these the left panel is not dark. So they will be eliminated. Now among A and B, one will be the right answer. So we can see that this is following the pattern that the shape that is here in the next time it is going there, right? So this shape will go here and in this block only, in this figure only, this has the pattern. I hope it is clear to you. Now let's come on to the next question. So six people J, K, L, P, N and V are seated in a row facing north but not necessarily in the same order. Alright. V is seated next to both P and J. Now, first of all, let me clear one point that next to doesn't mean in the right side. Next to means adjacent. Adjacent means neighbor, right? So, next to, adjacent, neighbor. All three words are referring the same means if I'm here, so my this side and my this side means my my right side and my left side. I am here now, so my right side is this, not this. You are watching from this side, so we are like facing each other. That's why it can be different, but my right side is this and left side is this, and this is next, right? Next to left or next to right. So this is what next means is. Now V is seated next to both P and J. So P and J. If V is seated next to both, so V must be sitting here because V is next to both P and J. So V must be sitting in between P and J. Alright. L is seated second to the left of J. L is seated second to the left of J. Right. So J is here, second to the left of J. So J's left is here. So 1, 2. So L should come here, but here we have P. So are you getting my point that this pattern is wrong? And what it is written here that B is seated next to both P and J, but that doesn't mean that they will following the same order. Maybe they are sitting like this, right? Now let's come on to the next statement that L is seated second to the left of J. So J is here, second to the left. That means the left side of J will be here at this side. Now second, 1, 2. So L will be sitting here, right? L will be sitting here, second to the left of J and adjacent to both N and K. So here this N refers to L but not J, right? If it is who means the nearest one, but if it is and, that means the farthest one, right? So this and is referring L who is seated second to the left of J and adjacent to both N and K. That means L is the neighbor of N and K, right? So L and K. So L is here, N and K. So N should come here or K should come here, or else K should, N should come here or K should come here, as there is no any statement given about the position of position of N and K. So we are not sure who will sit there, right? So there are two possibilities that whether K is sitting here, then L, then N, then J, V, P, or first is N, second is L, third is K, fourth is J, fifth is V, or the next is P. Now we need to answer Who is seated second to the left of B? So B is here. Now left side is there. 1, 2. Right. So we know that there are two possibilities. Either N can sit or K can sit. So either N or K, or either K or N will be the correct answer for this particular question. Because in our question, it is not given that where N and K will be seated for sure. Right. Let's move on to the next question. Now, before moving on to the question, I want to show you something that recently I launched an Accenture Cracker Pack. And if you see the content of this Cracker Pack, so we have past 5 years of Accenture papers, right? So in this particular folder, you will be finding 2020, 2021, 2022 papers, then here 2023 papers, then here 2024 papers, and in this folder 2025 papers. That papers are going on this time, right? And some bonus PDFs, some cheat sheets I will give you, cloud and network security questions, coding questions, complete papers I have, pseudocodes I have, reasoning I have, and free resources that are available from YouTube as well. In this particular folder, you will be finding that and above availability questions as well. Now let me open these folders for you so that you can see. So here we have 2021 to 2022 papers. So let's open it. So if you can see that all the papers are from Accenture only, right? All the papers are from Accenture only, you can see here. Now, if we open another folder, that is Accenture 2020 papers. So we have 2020 papers here: abstract reasoning paper, common application, critical reasoning, English ability, right? And if you see 2021 paper, so again there are various PDFs and screenshots. Again, let's come here in 2023. So we have this much of content of 2023, right? And if we come on 2024, so in this PDF, you will be finding the coding questions that were asked for 2024 batch, right? Now, in this particular folder, if you see, so there are multiple folders date-wise: 2nd May, 3rd May, 4th May, 5th July, 12th July, 2nd May, etc. And these are some other question as well. So if we open this 3rd May portion, so you can see that there are various questions. Again, if you open 22nd May questions, so there are various questions. So again, if you open 22nd May questions, so there are this much of question, and 5th July. So there are this much of questions. So these are the date wise question you have in 2024 folder, right? Now, if you come here in 2025, so in these you will be getting two slots paper, and time to time I used to update it as soon as I got the papers, I just updated here, right? You can see the papers here, right? These are the papers from 2025 batch and in next folder as well. And these are the some bonus PDFs. Again, folder wise abstract reasoning bonus PDF. In these papers, on campus previous year papers are there for 2024 batch. On campus previous papers are there. Critical reasoning. So these PDFs contains the paper of critical reasoning, or the questions we can say, right? MS Office and Cloud. So these PDFs contains the questions from MS Office and Cloud, and so. If we talk about cheat sheets, so I have provided you some cheat sheets on YouTube only, right? These cheat sheets are free to access, but all the other material is quite paid, but it's super affordable. I will tell you the price after showing you everything, right? If you see that this is the cloud and network security cheat sheet, so you can have that. I have bunched all the content related to your Accenture paper. So by this cheat sheet, you can easily clear your Accenture round, and people are now showing their results as well. I will show you the actual screenshot that people have shared their feedback that ma'am, I have cleared, and so. Right, in coding, if you see, so I have provided one coding sheet that contains 60 plus questions, and now you won't believe coding questions are coming from this cheat sheet, right? One of my students told me that, ma'am, all my friends and I got the same question that you sent, that you shared in your cheat sheets, right? So the questions are quite getting repeating, and I have bunched all the past 5 years questions together, right? You can see these are the questions, and if you again open this, so these all are the questions for 2024 batch. Now let me show you that cheat sheet that is for coding, right? This one cheat sheet. So this cheat sheet contains 60 plus questions of coding, right? And the questions now coming from this cheat sheet only. Now let me show you another one, that these are the complete papers. So all these are the complete papers, and in this particular folder you will be getting the questions from 2025 batch. Okay, now if we talk about pseudocodes, so there are bunch of pseudocodes you can see here, and if you open these folders, so again you will be finding that there are bunch of pseudocodes in each and every folder, right? You can see here directly. All right. So here reasoning material is there. So many PDFs are there. And now if we talk about the success stories of 2025 batch, so a student has shared, right? So you can see that, hello ma'am, I'm Arun Vidya. I have cleared my Accenture, etc., etc. You can have a look on this. If you see the next screenshot, so thank you, ma'am, for your YouTube videos, which helped me a lot in cracking Accenture. So I got my offer letter today from Accenture. So he was past year student, 2024 batch, right? The next is, ma'am cleared it. सारे questions निकल गए coding के. So I shared the coding cheat sheet. He used it simple. The next is again, ma'am, thank you for this. And I have cleared all the rounds. You can see that. See, people are clearing their rounds, right? You can see here. I'm just open randomly any file, right? You can see. So, okay. So yes, my content is genuine and I am getting so much positive feedback. So if you want this Accenture Cracker Pack, so now let me uh, tell you the price. So the price is just 100 rupees, because the all past 5 years papers are there, and on my YouTube there are 80 plus videos, and nobody is giving you this much of content in just super affordable price. I know you are a student, and for you it's quite difficult to arrange more money. So the price is just affordable. You can easily afford it, and one time paid, lifetime access. This is the benefit of this cracker pack. So if you want to avail this cracker pack, you just need to message me on Instagram or Telegram. The link for the same is given in the description box. All right, I'm not forcing you. If you really think that now you have done with all the videos and you have to do practice from past year's paper, then you can go for it. I'm not forcing you, right? But yes, many of the students took this and they are now clearing the exams. All right, so let's move on to the next question. In a certain language, Mars is coded as this and Venus is coded as this. So how is Apple bill coded? Okay, so let's try to find out the pattern. Mars, right? So Mars is coded as 255. So B must be needed in the position number, right? So I told you that मैं तेरा hero. So M comes on 13. A comes on first position, R comes on 18th position, and S comes on 19th position. Let's sum them all, right? So it will become 19 plus 19 plus 13. So 9 and 8 will become 18, plus 3 is 21. So 2 will be carry and it will become 51, right? So 51 into 5 if we do, so we will get 5 to 25, so 255. So this is nothing but the position number of each letter, then sum it all and then multiply by 5. Let's try to hit the same pattern for this Venus as well. So for Venus, if we try to find out the pattern, that is this 405. B, victory 22, right? E 5, EJOT 5, N 14, right? Plus B again, sorry, U is on 21, S is on 19, right? Now when you sum it also, what you will get? 22. Now 14 and 9 will become 19, 21 and 19 again. So it will become 9 and 1, 10. Plus 9 is 19, plus 2 will become 21. So 2 will be carried. So 2 and 2, 4, 2, 6, and 2, 8. Right? I think it is, yes. Okay. So the sum of these is 81 and into 5 is 405. So this is following the same pattern. Same pattern you have to apply for Apple. So 1 plus P. Girls want to be treated as princess in the age of 16. So P 16. Okay. Plus 16. Plus 12. Plus 5. So when you sum it all into 5, right? You need to do into 5 and you need to tell the answer in comment section, right? Let's move on to the next question. The next question you have to completely do as your homework, and for this question you have to just do this thing. Just sum it all and multiply by 5. Let me tell you the answer. That the answer will be 250, right? Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the next question is, some rabbits are black. Just a minute, let me check whether it is recording or not. Okay, so some rabbits are black. These are the rabbits, and some rabbits are black. So this much portion of rabbit is black, right? Now, no black is tall. So no black is tall. Okay. All tall are white. So all tall are white. All right. So let's see the conclusion. Some white are not black. So some white are not black. So you can see that this much white, right? This much white is not black. Obviously is not black because this is tall and no any tall is black. And this tall is considered as white as well, right? So some white are not black is true or not? What? It should be what? Some white are not black. It is true or not? What do you think? It will be obviously yes, because this white is not going to be black because it is written that no black is tall and this tall or this white is not black. So yes, it will follow. Now all rabbits being tall is a possibility. So if I make this diagram like this, right, first it is there like this. Just let me do quickly, right? Right. So now if I'm planning to shift these all rabbits in tall, right? So if I make this like this and some rabbits are black, so I need to take this part as well that these rabbits are black. And it is written that no black is tall and I'm making black and tall only. How I can do so? How? Right. So it is not going to be true that all rabbits being tall is a possibility because it is given that some rabbits are black and no any black is tall. And if we are trying to make all rabbits in tall, so the statement one will not follow and this will be the wrong answer. So to make all rabbits in tall is not even a possibility. So it will not follow. So only first follow will be the correct answer for this particular question. All right. So let's move on to the next question. No networks are algorithm. So no networks. So these are the networks. No network are algorithm. So these are the algo. Right? No network are no networks are system according to the second. No networks are system. So it is also false. Conclusions are no system are algorithm. So as we can see that in statement there is no any relation in between system and algorithm, right? So it can be or it can be not. So whenever you have this type of situation that it can be or it can be not, and if it is asking for sure answer, you have to mark no, that no systems are algorithm. Maybe someone will make this diagram like this. Then in that case, it is following now. But maybe someone is making like this. So if both are the possibilities that it can be or it can be not, so you have to mark the answer as no. Right? Some systems are network. You clearly see that no network are system and no systems are network. So how you can see? How you can say that some systems are network. So none follow or neither follow will be the correct answer for this particular question. All right. Let's move on to the next question. And the next question is, some arms are legs. So some arms, these are the arms and these are the legs. So some arms, these much is legs as well. No legs are shoes. So no legs are shoes. All shoes are socks. So all these shoes are socks. Okay. All arm can never be shoes. So all arm can never be shoes. Yes, cannot be never shoes. Why? Because the thing is that we have some legs in arm, right? So if we make these arms here and some part of this leg will come here and it is clearly given that no legs are shoes, so how we can do so? So it is not, so it is true that all arm can never be shoes. Yeah, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, it cannot be true. So this condition will follow, right? Some socks can be arm. So if I make this diagram like this, some socks, so if I make this diagram like this, so some socks can be arm. Yes, because the relation of arms and socks is not given and just it is asking for some socks can be. Means there is a possibility or not? It is asking for possibility. Can be. So yes, it can be. right? It can be or it can be not. So it is just asking for possibility. It is not asking for your surety. Remember, there is a difference in possibility and surety, right? So if it is the possible, even 0.1%, you have to mark as answer yes. So both follow will be the correct answer for this particular question. All right, let's move on to the verbal ability part now. Okay, so we will come on the reading comprehension later, but first solve these others question. Okay, so just a minute. Let me take a breath. Okay, so choose one of the following option that mean the opposite of the given word. Ample. Ample means enough or sufficient, right? Enough or sufficient. So we need to find out its opposite word, that means in the shortage of or in the lack of something, right? So shortage, scarce. Scarce is the opposite of ample, that means shortage or lack of something. It will be the correct answer for this particular question. All right. Abundant will be the synonym. Reverse is completely a different word, means ulta. Right. Short is kind of, if we are talking about in terms of height, so long and short it can be. But here we are talking about a quantity, means shortage of something or ample amount of something. So the shortage, that means scarce, will be the more relevant answer for this particular question. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Choose a suitable one word substitute for the phrase to cry wolf. So to cry wolf stands for to spreading out the false information, right? To spreading out the false information or to give a false alarm. This is a popular idiom and phrases or one word we can say in English. So you should know about it. All right. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is you have to make these sentences in correct order and then you need to tell that what comes on what comes on the third line of this paragraph. All right. So these are the jumbled sentences. So first try to find out the pattern. Maria reached the office at 10 o'clock after sending the money. Maria's parents needed some money. After that, she spent almost half an hour at the office. So she went to the bank to withdraw some money. However, she had no money with her. See, after that, so and however cannot initiate any sentence, right? These are kind of conclusive sentences, or we can say the middle kind of sentences, but they cannot be the starting sentence. So the starting will be either one or two, right? So if we see that Maria reached the office at 10 o'clock after sending the money, so it's kind of there is something, a story is going on before it, before this particular event. So we will take Maria's parents needed some money. So here we are just laying down the foundation. We are just laying the foundation of something, some story, right? So two will come on first place. Maria's parents needed some money. However, she had no money with her. So if her parents needed some money, but Maria doesn't have with her, so this is reflecting the same thing. However, she had no money with her. So it comes in second place. Now, if she don't have money, so what she will do? She will go to the bank, right? So she went to the bank to withdraw some money. So fourth come on here. Now after withdrawing money, what she did after that, she spent almost half an hour at the post office. So it should come here, and at last one should come here. So it will be the correct sequence of this particular parajumble. All right. So what it is asking for, what should come on third in the paragraph. So third in the paragraph, that means fourth sentence. Option number D will be the right answer for this particular question. So first of all, you have to find out what is the foundation sentences, then what is the middle sentences, and what are the conclusive sentences, right? This is how you can do. Let's move on to the one more question of parajumble. So this S1 statement is fixed here, right? Now you have to tell the further statements. So Rishikesh is a beautiful hill station located beside the Himalayas. So here we are talking about Rishikesh location, where it is located. Now, there are many ancient temples in the north of India along the banks of the sacred rivers of Ganges that flow throughout the city, and now S6 is also freezed or fixed. Right. Now, middle of these sentences we need to arrange so that we can make a meaningful paragraph. Okay. Rishikesh is a beautiful hill station located beside the Himalayas. So, as we are talking about the destination or the location, so we need to complete this. Rishikesh is a beautiful station located beside the Himalayas in the north of India. So here we are talking about that Himalayas which are in the north of India. So Q will be the starting sentence. Right. Now after that, there are many ancient temples, so it can be the next statement or in the continuation of this. So QP. Now let's have a look on the options as well, so that we can use our option elimination technique. So if we see, so we are lucky enough here because we have only one option starting with Q, so we can directly mark our answer. And now let's try to find out the pattern, that whether we are following the same pattern or not. Right. So Rishikesh is a beautiful hill station located beside the Himalayas in the north of India. There are many ancient temples along the banks of the sacred rivers of Ganges. So here we are talking about Ganges. So the next statement should talk about Ganges, right? That flows. Who? Ganges is the popular river of India, right? Flow throughout the city, and this is again a phrase sentence and the last sentence. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, below are the three alternatives that may be used to improve the sentence by replacing the word given in the bracket. I, okay, sorry for the interruption. Someone was on my door. Okay. Now we need to replace this word with the help of these options. All right. So she could not cope by the heavy workload. So always remember that cope with, cope with always comes together, right? So cope with is the correct arrangement of the word, or we can say replacement of this word by. Right. So we have done with these. Okay, we have some more questions. Let me solve. Ensemble the given sentence to form a meaningful paragraph. So first statement or first sentence is fixed. Now you have to arrange the next. Okay. So a month after colleges opened, 35% of seats reserved under OBC in private colleges for the next academic year remain vacant. So a month after colleges open, when colleges open for the next academic year, right? So it would be the first statement, a month after colleges open for the next academic year. So what happened? 30%, 35% of seats reserved under OBC remain vacant, because seats will be remain vacant only. So A, D in private colleges. Where? In private colleges. So C, A, D, B will be the correct sequence for of the sentences to make a meaningful paragraph. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. On looking at the cloudless sky, Peter said, "It won't rain today." Identify the adjective in this sentence. So adjectives are what? The words which are telling the quality of a noun. So here the noun is sky and the quality of noun is cloudless, that the sky is cloudless, right? So this word will be the adjective. So cloudless will be the adjective, but it is asking for noun, so sky will be the noun. If it is asking for adverb, so cloudly will be the adverb, right? Ly word wala word will be the adverb, but here the answer will be cloudless. Okay, now let's move on to the reading comprehension part. And this reading comprehension is not from Accenture, but I had taken this for your practice, right? Until 100 years ago, as humans, we had simple, uncomplicated biological connect. It was a straightforward equation. We drew roughly 3,000 calorie each of energy out of the earth for our food and life substances. Today, that number of per capita has grown to 10,000 sorry, 1 lakh calories. We still need only 3,000 calories each to nourish life itself. All the rest of the energy is what we extract the earth for everything else besides keeping ourselves alive. In some countries like the US, this per capita number runs over 2 lakh calories. Some of us are concerned about this. So here just we are talking about earth and its energy, right? We fret over that. We could and should really be doing to soften these abuse of resources. Little things fox us in the welter of things that we get to read. What is sustainable development? How it can be started in our homes beyond the ceremonial planting of green arid, getting people to run marathons of various lands in support of the environment. Is there more that we can add to abstract value of sustainability? What are the little things we can do in our day-to-day lives to reduce demand things, and then people make and make market see. So in just this paragraph, what happens is it is talking about earth and its resources and its energy sources, like that, right? That initially we use in that way, now we are just requiring this, but we are wasting so much of energy of earth, right? So somehow it is just asking, or it is just try to elaborate that we should save our earth, we should save the earth's energy. All right. Now let's have a look on the questions. So if we see the questions, what is the primary concern of the passage? So we have find out that what is the primary concern of the passage, that to just we want to consume less calories from the earth, and so right. So there is a need to save energy, especially in our future. All of us should not only plant trees but also run the marathon. Use of plastic bags should be completely banned. We need to respect the earth and consume less of its calorie. So see, if we are respecting the if we are respecting our earth, so we will do anything, right? We will do everything. We will run different types of marathons for saving our energy. We will not use plastic bags and all. But the primary concern, like what should be the primary answer for it is, if we respect our earth, then we will consume less calorie and we will do everything. So option number D will be the correct answer for this particular question. Why does the author ask his audience to use a jute bag? So till now we didn't see about jute bag. So if we see that here it is written that, of course, we know that it helps to avoid a plastic bag when you can use a newspaper bag or a brown bag or even a jute bag, which you can use for many more years. Unlike a plastic bag, which you throw away in less than a week or few weeks. Why we are trying to do so? What are the little things we can do in our day-to-day lives to reduce demand for things that people make end of market? Of course, we know that it helps to avoid the plastic bag. Okay. So let's have a look on the question, that why does the author ask his audience to avoid the jute bag? So jute bag looks more trendy and stylish. No, in a paragraph, like the author didn't try to elaborate in such a way like they are trendy or stylish, like what he just want to save our earth. So in uh, favor of earth, he is trying to tell the audience that you should use jute bag or paper bag, right? It is the need of the hour to save energy, to save our ecosystem. Or using jute bags helps in consuming only 3000 calories from the earth. Just a minute. 3000 calories from the earth, they are more easily available. So basically, to save energy, we are trying to do so, or the author is trying to do so. So option number B will be the correct answer according to the passage. Now let's move on to the third question. Which one of the following statement cannot be inferred from the passage, right? Cannot be inferred. There are many little things we can do to save our earth. Yes, it is simple. It is inferring from our passage that we can run many type of marathons. We can use jute bags instead of plastic bags. So these are the ways, these are the things that we can do so, right? So it cannot be the answer. Only running marathons of various lengths do not help. Yes, it is saying that only running different types of marathons will not help at all. We need to do something big, right? So it is referring, it is inferring from the passage, but the question is asking for cannot be inferring. So it is inferring, so it cannot be the answer. The next is, we do not depend on the earth for our food and life substances, or a lot years before, our association with the nature was quite simple. It is also inferring from the passage only. But we do not depend on the earth for our food and life substances. Our passage is saying that we are dependent on earth, and it is saying that we do not depend. So it would be the right answer for this question, because it is asking for cannot be inferred, right? Option number C will be the right answer. Let's move on to the last question for today's class. A suitable title for the passage could be Let's Shift to Jute. No, because here just we want to save our earth. It should be related to earth only, right? How to consume free calories? No. Save energy, save the earth, or the earth heading for a disaster. So we need to save our energy. We need to save our earth, right? So option number C will be the most suitable title for this passage. All right. So yes, we have done with almost 40 to 50 questions from different slots of Accenture. I hope this video was helpful for you. And you guys, if you need this Accenture Cracker Pack, which is available on rupees 100, so you can ping me on either on Instagram or Telegram. Then I will tell you the way to avail it. Right. So yeah, let's meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.